One.
Thank you so much. This is my first meeting with CGIA, so I'm really excited to be here. It's nice to hear from everybody and see what you've accomplished and what's coming up in the near future. Again, my name is Stephen Baker, and I work for USA North 811. We've gone by several names over the years. We're also called USAN, Underground Service Alert, or you may just know us as 811. But we are definitely an important part of for underground infrastructure and public safety. So I'm sure many of you are familiar with what we do, but for those of you who aren't, we'll just go briefly through what we do as a business, and I'll show you how GIS is kind of the primary core of our business. So next slide, please. So a lot of people think that 811, that we actually do the marking and locating. So what we are is we're actually a call center. So we're the middle ground between folks who are going to be doing some sort of digging, excavation, or what have you. And then they don't want to destroy anything underground, whether it be gas lines or telephone lines or what have you. So what we do is we take the information from the excavator, the details on where they're doing that work. They call us, call our call center, or go online. And then we package that information up in what's called a ticket. And we distribute that to all of the utility companies that may be in the area. That way they can coordinate their locators to go out there. So we are a call center, and we are the middleman, and we're in a lot of ways we translate what the excavators want and package it up in a way that the utility companies can understand. Next slide, please. Again, GIS is kind of the core technology behind what we do. Even though we are a call center, everything revolves around GIS, and it has evolved over time to be better and more precise as technology has gotten better. Originally, when we were first established, it was very broad. It was just what county are you doing the work in, and basic description, and then we would send it to the utility companies based on county lookups. If they just have resources in that county, we would send it to them. And then it got slowly more precise. So if you just want to be notified about anything in a particular city or within a township section, that type of thing, grids, polygons, parcels, and now things are pretty precise. So we're really happy where things are right now, but of course things can always get better. Next slide, please. So the general function is when somebody calls us or they go on our website and they fill out the information, it's on one side of the screen is you fill out a form that gives the details about the work, when you're planning to start, what the nature is, if you're going to be using what type of heavy equipment, things like that. But really what the true magic is, of course, with GIS is what happens on the right. We have a map, and there's actually a physical polygon that gets drawn that represents the proposed dig site. So that comes with some challenges because if it's the person doing it themselves, they can easily draw where they're going to be doing their digging. But when there's a call center agent in between, sometimes there's a little bit of back and forth to try to make sure that translates properly. And then what happens underneath the hood is once we draw that dig site location, it's just basically an intersect query. We actually have a database in the background that are provided by all of the different utility companies. There's somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,500 of them that give us, their interested area. We call it their area of interest. It's a polygon that represents where they own or operate subsurface installations. And then we just do an intersect query, and anywhere where that dig site polygon touches, we send that ticket to all of those utility companies in the area. Next slide. And so that's basically what this is representing here. We see the dig site polygon drawn in red based on what the excavator may be doing. And then as a hypothetical example, the green may be a gas company, and they say that we've got a gas line running down this particular street. Because they overlap, we'll send you a copy of the ticket. Oftentimes, this is really important because oftentimes people will think, oh, all I have buried down here is this company and that company. But that may not always be the reality. There may be way more buried under there than you think. So that's why we rely on the utility companies to tell us where they're interested in. so that we can make sure that we notify all of the correct people. So it's a very important service because we don't want to have any sorts of damages, not just to people, because when gas lines get broken, that's definitely a bad news. Electricity lines, those can be bad news, but just loss of money as well. If a fiber optic line gets severed, that can cause companies to hemorrhage money very, very quickly. So it's important service that we have, that we're a part of. Now, why did we decide to be sustaining members of CGIA? Well, we are a nonprofit organization. We don't have any way to make money. We rely on other people to fund our service, to pay my salary and the salary of everybody who runs in the call center. So spirit of collaboration is really runs deep with us, and that's a common theme with just the GIS community in general. So it's important to us to be involved with the GIS community because GIS is the core of what we do. If we didn't have GIS, it would make our service a lot harder to provide. So we're always looking for the most authoritative data. I like to halfway joke that our mapping data needs to be more up to date than what emergency services would use, than what 911 would use, because we have people who are doing excavation on new job sites, new construction areas where there maybe isn't any relevant map data really. So we need to have kind of the cutting edge. So we've had a couple of really cool initiatives where we've partnered with the gas companies and things like that to get map information before it even gets published to the assessors, the count, or anything like that. So we think that's important because it helps really define where that location is and helps enhance that public safety. So that's basically why we want to be involved and why we are happy to be sustaining members because it's important to us. So thank you for hearing me.